Wow, Canada, what is going on? You're unrecognizable from the country I moved into 16 years ago. I came from Germany because well, couldn't stand where it was going. I saw things that I really didn't like, incompetent leadership and people that were losing their minds. Come to a country that was welcoming and people were happy and things were quite different. You had a lot of freedom. Freedom of speech was really good. And that has changed over the years. There's a leadership that has moved in that has turned freedom into, well, we pick and choose for you how free you are. Um, so we have a premier that got elected in, and that's Danielle Smith, and she's made that statement of unvaccinated people being the new group of people discriminated against in Canada. And she's obviously correct about that because it includes myself. I'm unvaccinated and I've experienced it myself, but I deal with it in my own ways. And she's clearly said in the statement she's not taking away of any of the other groups, that they're experiencing their own problems. And here we have this lash out in the media and those groups of Jews and transgenders and haven't seen, oh, we're discriminated against so much more than you. And so now it's a competition. Okay. But it takes away from the fact that she's made a statement of great concern. And instead of doing the right thing, which hasn't been done in this country now for the last couple of years, and accepting the opinion, her statement, she's still an individual as well, doesn't speak for everybody, nor has she claimed such a thing, but says that her worry is the statement of unvaccinated people being discriminated against. So the Canadian way, the psychologically correct way and society, good working society correct way to go about it would be like, okay, fair enough. Why? Why do you feel about that way? Instead, they're like, oh, that's founded on no facts. Well, excuse me, our own prime minister has called us names. We're a danger to society and vaccines work and it makes no sense. You must be stupid to not take it. We don't need to go into the details of those arguments, but as well as travel. I could not travel on an airplane because I didn't have a vaccine passport. I'm sure it didn't matter whether you were Jew, transgender, black, or Chinese. You could always travel on the airplane, but you had to have your vaccine passport. So as an unvaccinated person, I would call that discrimination. So anyways, it is beyond me how we have turned the bullied into bullies. And it's almost like there are channels running in the background that keep perpetuating a movement against freedom. That's how I look at it. Because in a real world of freedom, in a real world where Canada is the country it used to be, say about 6 years ago, people would have been a lot more open-minded and they wouldn't just attack each other and jump at each other's throat and refusing to hear someone else's opinion and not putting their own opinion over top of it. So you complain that you're being discriminated against, and yet you want to shut up someone who makes the same claim. Okay, how is that gonna go over? Radio stations turning Danielle Smith into chickens certainly isn't the way. And when you look for the bullies, look for the ones that scream the loudest. The ones that can sit back and listen and take a breather and have a good long conversation in their own heads and then make a statement. I think those are the people you want to listen to.